with me on another adventure and looking at 80s science fiction Japanese movie pamphlets. This is going to be the third video that I've made of these. So we're looking at The Empire Strikes Back here. So it is a mix of black and white and color photography. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. So I had a poster of this when I was a kid. I think it was like the Weekly Reader. And it was a poster of this scene right here. The Weekly Reader, or was it? Yeah, like we would take money to school and we could, like, you know, my mom would give me like $10 or whatever. I can choose whatever I wanted, and of course I would get Star Wars crap. So looks like there's that. Yeah, this is Ralph McQuarrie, but look, this is like really super early, right? This is actually that not necessarily Cloud City, but this is that panel. There was a panel colony. That the original idea for the first Star Wars, you know, back when the Millennium Falcon was actually the blockade runner, but with a different nose. Princess Leia was supposed to be held prisoner in like a floating prison or something like that, and it was such a cool idea that the idea was recycled for Empire Strikes Back and made into just a city. Oh man, look at that. Cool. Now this Bacta tank here, right? In the movie it's blue, and originally it was supposed to be red for some reason, and then they changed it to blue because it was difficult being filmed or something. I can't remember what the story was, but if you look at if you've ever seen the Adiwan's revisited Star Wars, he changed the Bacta tank back to red. Look at these soldiers taking a nap in the... Unless they're supposed to be dead or something, I don't know. Cut scene. I had the storybooks for Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, and those had different pictures, like of scenes that were cut out, like they were like operating on a dead tauntaun or something like that. And well, that's cool. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Looks like there's a lot more scenes focusing on rebel soldiers that were killed at Hoth. Oh my gosh. And my sister had a poster of this right here. She had that photo as a poster in her room. And dude, I had a Revenge of the Jedi poster. It was like a not like a theatrical size one, but it was just like a regular size, and then it was like, oh, it was like a promotional little mini poster. Like, I don't know, like maybe about the size of this, perhaps. And, yeah, it was Revenge of the Jedi. And, it ripped. And so I threw it out. Oh, God. That's probably worth a bit. I think that was like another Weekly Reader thing. Alright, so there's Han and Leia making out there. Yeah. There's Gary Kurtz right there. Irvin Kershner. Oh, there's Leigh Brackett. So she started on it and she died or something like that. And then there's Lawrence Kasdan. Very cool. There's John Williams, the composer. Neat stuff, guys. Oh my cow. Yeah, Cloud City. I just love the colors. Just the blues and the reds. They're just so beautiful. Golly. Yeah, there's just the use of light in this movie was just so fantastic. And here we go. Very cool. Well, let's move on. Oh shoot, look at that. That's great. Medical frigate. That's cool. Alright, let's go down to Return of the Jedi. Alright. Oh, cow. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking cool. That is so freaking cool. Look at that. Ah, I love it. And what do we got here for... Yeah, okay, I just love those headlights there. It's pretty great. Oh my golly. Oh! Hey! So this was cut out of the movie, right? There's a whole scene in which there's like a shootout in the bunker, which makes sense, right? But it got cut out for time or maybe violence or whatever, because by then, you know, this is the reason why Gary Kurtz left, is because Lucas was wanting to focus on just marketing toys to kids rather than focusing on a compelling story. And as much as I love this movie, they really did take some shortcuts, you know, like, because Luke was supposed to have a sister that hadn't been introduced yet, and she was hinted at in Empire Strikes Back, but then they ended up just making her and Luke sister, Luke and Leia, brother and sister, to resolve the love triangle in a convenient way. Yeah, it's just kind of a silly shortcut. Oh my gosh. And it's funny because, like, you know, according to the Kenner action figures, this was the Jedi Knight's outfit, right? Not that Obi-Wan stuff. The Obi-Wan was just because that was just he was living on Tatooine, right? That's what I always gathered. The Jedi Knight outfit is this black tunic with the pants and everything, right? Growing up in the 80s, that's how I figured it, and then I figured this is the way Jedi Knights were supposed to be dressed, right? Like that. And it wasn't necessarily Obi-Wan, because everybody else is dressed up like Obi-Wan on the planet, so, you know, what the hell. So, I think this is, looks like a lot of this is matte painting, right? Like those A-Wings look like they might be painted. So, yeah, very cool, guys. Yeah. So isn't Pruneface in here in this scene somewhere? Because I could never figure out what that action figure was, and somebody said that he's in here somewhere. And because I never knew what the hell that guy was, I thought maybe he belonged in Jabba's palace, and somebody said no, he's actually in the briefing scene with General Madine and Admiral Akbar. Oh heck yeah! Look at that, AT-ATs. It's funny. Sometimes you might meet people who don't remember there being AT-ATs in Return of the Jedi, but yep, there is at least one in a scene. Oh, look at that! It's so freaking cool. Going into the fighting along the side trenches of the Hey! Oh, I forgot this was in here. Look at that. Got a freaking... Dude, I'm going to scan this and put it on my website here. Roy Schneider, Blue Thunder. Cool, I'm going to scan that tonight. Oh my gosh, bonus. And then, oh, there's the smoochies. There's the smoochies. Oh my cow. What year did this Blue Thunder movie come out? 1983, same movie, same year as this movie, actually. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. I watched the Blue Thunder TV show when I was a kid. I never really got into Airwolf, but I really liked Blue Thunder for some reason. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe it was just on at a different time or whatever. Or like, you know, the Airwolf was on one channel at the same time as something else I was watching as a kid. I don't know. Anyhow, that Revenge of the Jedi poster looked just like this, right? Which is basically, this is a scene from Empire Strikes Back. And it's funny because, like, what, Darth Vader has a blue lightsaber? It's like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Alright, let's move on to Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, this is a pretty interesting book. And look at that. Does that look like Karen, what's her name? Karen, that does not look like her. So, shoot, what's her name? We'll see it pretty soon. Oh, look at that. That's cool. A little behind the scenes. Gosh, what's her name? Karen Allen, right? There she is. See, look at her. She's beautiful, right? And then look at that. Painted without reference material. So I have a mini poster of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it looks exactly like this. Alright. So there's Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. And there they are. That's cool. Huh. So I think this book has like different models and stuff that were used for the filming of this. I think that might be a model. I think, I'm not sure. With like a whole matte painting behind there. I don't know. Yeah, I love the whole. God, I love this movie. I went to see this. I think my family and I only could see movies in the dollar theater, you know, growing up. And but yeah, I went to go see this movie, and they got the tarantulas crawling on their back and everything. That freaked me out when I was a kid. Oh my gosh. Paul Freeman as Belloc, right? Well, that's like an actual German guy. Wolf Collar. It's a pretty German name, I would say. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Kaboom. And that flying wing. Oh my gosh. So there's like an old Revell Raiders of the Lost Ark plastic model set. And I guess like the one thing to get it for is that flying wing. Because it's totally original to this movie, right? That's not historically accurate. I mean, they had flying wings, but they didn't look like that. But that's just so cool looking. But apparently the model is kind of a bit lacking, I guess. So... well, shoot. Oh yeah, in the end. When the ghosts came out of the Ark, that was pretty intense when I was a kid. You know, this isn't the one I was thinking of, actually. Where is it? This is the book here. Check this out. Alright, so this is just like a regular kind of pamphlet with just stuff. This is actually about the making of the movie here. So this has some really interesting photographs that maybe you have never seen before, because I didn't see it before seeing this book here, okay? So here we go, pre-production, isn't that great? Oh, there's Lawrence Kasdan right there. Yeah, look at that. Production photo there. That's great. Or concept art, I should say. Huh. Oh, that's cool looking. Look at that. That's really cool. I'm sure if you get like like freaking Lucasfilm books and stuff, then maybe they have some of these sketch artwork and stuff in there. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. It's a model. It's only a model. Love this guy. Then take back one Khadam to honor the Hebrew god whose ark this is. Oh, there's freaking what's his name? Dr. Octopus, right? Senor. No time to argue. Throw me the whip. Throw me the idol. I throw you the whip. Sapito. Gosh, I love this movie. I never look at that. Like sketches and stuff. Golly, this is so cool. Look at him. He's like, yeah. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, oh, look at that. It's a model. Look at that. See, there's somebody's hand putting through there. Cool. Gosh. I just recently watched, usually whenever we have Korean barbecue, yakiniku, right? My wife likes to watch the Indiana Jones movies when we're eating Korean barbecue, and the past several times we've been watching these movies, and then we just watched Holy Grail, or the Last Crusade, I should say, not Holy Grail. Oh, look at that. That's great. Shoot them. Shoot them both. Oh, there's the maestro. Great. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at that. That's totally wild artwork there. Cool. Ah! Gosh, and what else have I seen him in? I'll have to look him up, I guess. Oh, that's cool artwork there. That's great. That's pretty cool. And there's the design for that flying wing. Damn, it's so cool looking. Oh. Punching the Nazi. It's okay to punch Nazis. Oh, look at that. Concept art. Gosh, I love that stuff. That's great. Blowing up the arc running. Oh, there's that same art. No, that same photograph again. The people behind him. Yeah. Cool. Hawaii. Oh, that was filmed in Hawaii. That's great. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Where's that in the beginning though? It's got like what, Porkins? Do they show that? I can't remember if I just saw that or not. That Porkins is the guy who from the government who comes to Indiana Jones. I guess they didn't show that. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm gonna show you something else. Alright, Temple of Doom. This is not so exciting because it's just a bunch of, not a whole lot of like behind the scenes or productions type stuff. I'm just gonna flip through this pretty quickly. So yeah, and Steven Spielberg married Kate Capshaw because of this movie, I guess. Guess he fell in love with her. He's like, hey, oh, Club Obi-Wan, that's great. I thought stories of the Thuggee cult were just to frighten children. A snake surprise. I remember freaking what was this? 1984, I think. Kids on the playground. It's like they actually believe that people in India actually ate like chilled monkey brains and stuff. So many of us, we just, because we didn't know about India, we actually thought that that's really what people in India eat. It's like, no, they're like deranged cultists. That's why they're eating weird shit. You're thinking more like China, I guess. Although, to be fair, I don't think people in China eat chilled monkey brains, but they just do. They eat like scorpions and stuff live. There's Godzilla. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there is some artwork in here. Storyboards. Well, get a load of that. Alright, let's move on. Move on. Yeah, there's River Phoenix. He managed to pull off a young Indiana Jones, and I just noticed that more when I was watching this movie just a couple weeks ago. That his mannerisms and stuff, he really pulled off a young Harrison Ford much better than that Han Solo movie guy. Aaron Bach or whatever his name is. It's like that guy wasn't even trying. I got like maybe halfway through that movie and I gave up. I just didn't care for it. It was just I just thought it was boring and dumb. Julian Glover. Walter Donovan. Now he played General Veers in Empire Strikes Back. Rats. Yeah. Like I said, it's just a bunch of photographs of the movie. It's not a whole lot of like really. I mean, there's some pictures of this, you know, the two producers together and all that, but whatever. There's some behind the scenes photos in here. Not a whole lot. When I was a kid, I read the book before I watched the movie, and it kind of spoiled it for me a little bit. For a while, I didn't really quite appreciate Last Crusade. Gosh, I think that was in 1989, and my friend and I, we went to go see this movie and Batman on the same day. We just spent the day at the movie theater, and in between movies, we went to the game arcade next door. Here's the thing, or Yusei Kara Butai X, the Object X from space. Love this movie. This movie is just genius. I love it, and it's like it's interesting how like so many people would have studied this movie, watched it so many times that they try to figure out, you know, how the thing was passed between people and such, and at what point, when did they get infected, and there's like videos that show all of that in you can find that stuff on YouTube and such, I guess. There's the talking about the story. I read the short story this was based off of, like all the characters' names are the same. I think it was called Who Goes There, I think, and I forget who wrote the novel or the short story, but this guy turned into the head crab. I love it. Oh my. So they don't really show a lot of stuff. They don't have they don't really spoil the effects, except for weird stuff like that, I guess. And there you go. Alright, so last. Dune. This is the David Lynch version. with Kyle MacLachlan, right? Isn't that his name? Oh my. This movie it's so I mean I don't know. I mean I certainly love the movie. I gotta admit it has a bit of a cheesiness to it. It was overly ambitious, and I think that this new version, they had the sense to split it apart. This movie had like just so many awesome people in this. Alright, it's got like Patrick Stewart, Sting. Who doesn't like Sting, right? And then oh gosh, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I forget his name already. Oh, we'll see him pretty soon, I think. They're gonna introduce the character. What's in the box? Pain. And of course Sean Young, she had just done the Blade Runner before this. I just, gosh, like the design for everything, I just thought it was just really cool. I love the design for this, and I think that computer game used the designs from this movie most of all. Yeah. The creepy little girl, though, with their voice like that was pretty wild. Oh my cow, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I like this scene when they first land and they're stepping out into the blazing sun and such. I thought that was really cool. Oh my golly. Max von Sydow, that's his name. Yeah. So and then Dr. Yui was oh shoot, what's his name? From Quantum Leap. Neat crap. Yeah, the Emperor's Daughter, like she does the narration in the beginning of the movie, but I got the version of the movie that's split is like an extended version that was like made for TV, and they split it into two parts. I own that on DVD. I found it in actually the Japanese DVD, the Japanese version, and I'm kind of lucky to get that. There's a with her, she's like dancing around with a knife and stuff. That's so weird. And these guys, they remind me of like the little dancing things from Space Channel 5 on the Sega Dreamcast, if you've ever played that game. Frank Herbert. Yeah, it wasn't... Yeah, I guess Herbert's family is involved with the new version, and I know there's a lot of criticism about the new version. Oh yeah, this dude is in Twin Peaks. Both of them were, right? And of course also this guy here, right? He's the Eraserhead guy. I forget his name. Yeah, I'm just not good at remembering people's names tonight, I guess. So, oh, and of course Brad Dourif, yeah, Piter, right? The Chucky, the Child's Play. Dean Stockwell is Dr. Yui, yeah, that's right. And Linda Hunt, Brad Dourif, Virginia Madsen, yeah, her role kind of got cut, actually. Oh, Jack Nance. Jack Nance is this guy, right? The Eraserhead guy. Yeah, fun stuff. Alright, well, that is the end of this video, so thanks for watching. And if I get some more of these, I'll make another one of these videos, but I think I ran out, so enjoy. Bye.